No. I've had this thought for a little bit. I mean, I like drinking. Do you guys like drinking? Hell yeah. I like drinking, or as I like to call it, edging for food. Alright, that one didn't hit. Alright. That's what I like about stand-up. I'll be at home and be like, dude, I got this great joke. I get up here, I'm like, oh no, I'm delusional. That's what happened here. Now, I had this idea. I think it's kind of funny. If there was like an ESPN for alcoholics, like a drunk ESPN. Like if I quit drinking, Stephen A. Smith would be on the TV the next morning. He'd be like, this kid's been drinking for 15 years and only 2 DUIs. Those are Hall of Fame numbers right there. You can't beat that. And Max Kellerman, he'd be on the other side of the desk. He'd be like, he's driving in cars with lane assist, all right? He's driving in a lane assist era. Send it back to the 80s, how many lanes he would have swerved in then, how many DUIs he would have earned. Nah. I went on a date recently. She took me to her favorite restaurant. And right away she goes, Garrick, I like you, so I want to be honest, but it's kind of embarrassing. I slept with our waiter. And I'm like, I get it, good looking guy. And then this went on throughout the date with every guy that worked at that restaurant. And I was telling my roommate about it, and he's like, dude, that must have been awful. I'm like, no, they all looked like me. I knew I was in. It took a while to start dating again. And my friends, they would try to cheer me up after my breakup. They're like, Garrick, let's go out and get you laid. I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna stay home. And like, what are you gonna do? Stay home and like jerk off? I'm like, yes, that is what I'm gonna do. Because staying home and jerking off, that's like having a hot dog for dinner, okay? Like, it's cheap, you know what you're gonna get, there's no letdowns, expectations are gonna be met. Going out for a one-night stand, that's like cooking a steak for dinner. A lot can go wrong. You gotta cook it right. You gotta prep it right. It can cost money. You do it raw, you can catch a disease. That's not what I'm looking for. No, I'm looking for. I don't know. The first dates, though, I never like first dates. It's always weird. You're playing chicken on like whether or not to hold her hand. You're like, should I tell her how much alcohol I drink in a night, or is that gonna be a red flag, you know? Are you a dog or cat person? Like, ma'am, are you a dog or cat person? Yeah, you. Both? Oh, shit. Indecisive, just like me. We're gonna work out great. Nah, I don't know, like, I'm a dog person myself, but I can't date someone who's a dog person because they end up taking up the traits of a dog, you know? Like, they're always happy. They always want to be around you. They want to go on hikes. I'm not for that. That's why I like dating a cat person, because they end up taking up the traits of a cat. You know, they don't mind napping. They need the personal space. You know she resents you deep down. You don't got to worry about that. That's a lot more my pace. Still seeing that girl from the restaurant. She's cool. We have things in common. I think that's very important in a relationship, you know? Like, we both like rap music, but she's black and I'm not. So anytime I'm rapping along to a song and she's there, it feels like we're driving down the freeway with a cop behind me. Like, I know I'm not doing anything wrong right now, but if I fuck up right now, it's gonna be really bad. No, we got in a fight recently. She saw an ad for male birth control pills. And I'm like, companies need to stop trying to make male birth control pills happen. It's never gonna work. Because guys, fellas, y'all taking a male birth control pill? Exactly, you know? Ladies, you're on a first date with this guy. Things are going hot and heavy. You're thinking about taking it home. He leans in, he goes, hey babe, don't worry. I'm on the pill. Are you trusting him? You know? No, that's crazy. Nah. I saw in Ohio they were like they were voting on whether or not to make abortion banned, and I'm like, I thought we were done with that, honestly. I just remember when they were voting on that in Arizona, a lot of my friends that were pro-choice, they were nervous. They were like, Arizona can't ban abortion, and I would have to try to talk them down the ledge. I'd be like, hey, don't worry. No matter what happens here, we know California's going to go pro-choice. So if you need to do it, why not make a road trip out of it, you know? Like you go to California, you get the abortion, you go to Disneyland, you have all those kids running around reminding you that you made the right decision. I'm like, I see them, I'm like, dude, that's a Cinderella dress. That's 4 months rent right there. What are we doing? Anyways, like I said, we got a great show. Get up for yourselves again.